Welcome to day 4 of the Vibrant Living Cleanse. I'm Whitney Page, your guide through this cleanse. We've made it. We've made it to day 4. Yes, I am in the same outfit every single day. I've been washing it in between. It's easier than trying to pick out an outfit every time. So this is minimalist living. You don't have that many options to choose from. Neil was just making fun of me, so I thought I would address that at the beginning of this video. So today we have a lot to talk about. Just to quickly remind you, don't forget to watch till the end so you can answer the daily question to get entered to win the 3 prizes I'm giving away. And if you need day 4 recipes, you can download them right below this video. So I'm really excited to share today. I have a couple stories to talk about, and I just really want to get real with you because we need to be real when it comes to health. Health is the most important. If we're not healthy, we have nothing. You know, if you're sick and in the hospital and constantly getting tests and on medications, life sucks. It's hard, it's challenging, and the amazing thing is that we can be our own health advocates and we can thrive and be healthy and vibrant beings that don't need medications and don't need all of this stuff that the mainstream has told us that we need. And food is the gateway to health, and if we can put the right foods into our body, we can feel good. The problem is we all come from food addictions. We come from having multiple passions and factors in our lives, and food might not be the top priority for a lot of you. So the thing that I find the most common is that people want to get healthy, and they know what they have to do, and they know what it takes. And as you've discovered through answering these questions, you know what your biggest setbacks are, you know what you need to, quit and what you need to start. But the biggest struggle is that we all have bills to pay, we all have houses to keep, kids to keep, jobs to keep, vehicles to keep. We all have life to live, and a lot of times quick, convenient, easy foods can take precedence because we have too much going on. And it's this battle of we eat crappy and feel worse, and then it starts this vicious cycle. So the Vibrant Living Cleanse is here to force you, in a sense, into eating real, healthy, whole foods and giving you a taste of what it takes, both metaphorically and literally, what it tastes like to live this way. So if you're not living and breathing health, it's going to take some time and transitioning, and that's what I want to quickly talk about because I want to compare my story with my husband's story a little bit for you because I think it's really relevant and really relatable. For me, I didn't have a choice but to change my diet. I was so sick and I was just going down the path of chronic disease. And if I didn't do something quick, I was going to be that person that I just described in the hospital on medications, probably with a colostomy bag. I was not on a good path. And so I had to make a change fast and hard, and I discovered that this was my passion. I do live and breathe health, and it is what I think about and dream about and fantasize about, and I'm constantly creating recipes and in the kitchen, and I've created an entire business and life around this. So living this way and being held accountable for this way of living it's been normal. I'm a human being. It has its challenges, but it's been somewhat easy because I have all of those factors in place to support me. And I do have to say the inner circle is one of my most prized places that I carry in my heart that holds me accountable because I post in there every single day what I'm eating, what I'm up to, and it keeps me on track. And then my husband, on the other hand, has all of these other passions, and he is passionate about growing business, and he comes from a totally different childhood background than me, and he has his own struggles and his own transition that he's been through that I've talked about many times in past videos and webinars that I've done. But he's been what's been really awesome and what has allowed us to really thrive in our relationship and with health is that he discovered quality is key. So he got on board with eating organic and eating whole foods and eating plant-based foods for the majority of time. And over the years, he's gotten on and off with he dabbled into vegetarianism a little bit. He went vegan for a couple years and then went back to vegetarianism. He then decided that he was going to include some like chips and vegan junk foods into his diet when I went through a transition in my own journey, where I needed to not be preparing him so many foods that I needed to focus on my own health. And because he was so busy, he went to some convenience foods. So he's been through this like gauntlet, you could call it, of different stages of health. And he had thought that he could get away with including some things like eggs in his diet here and there, or some raw dairy or things like that. And what happened was he ended up getting a lot of inflammation and having symptoms of arthritis coming up, and he got smacked in the face and realized that he wasn't invincible to the detriments that food can have on your body, and realized that it's real and that it's serious. So he committed finally and said, okay, this is real. It's only going to get worse if I don't do something now. So he committed to doing something about it and jumped on board with this lifestyle with 2 feet in, and decided, even when other people are eating cheese around him or having something that he used to crave or be addicted to, he's going to choose not to have them and substitute it with healthy, whole food, grounded recipes. And he's been going for almost 3 weeks now, and his inflammation has decreased massively. His inflammation in his gut has decreased. He is like a new man. His patience is more. His skin is brighter and clear. His muscles are more defined. It's like unbelievable just what the 3 weeks have of him following basically the Vibrant Living Cleanse has done for him. He hasn't bought 1 bag of chips, which was unheard of prior to. You would always sneak a bag or 2 of chips into the grocery bag, and it wasn't Lay's potato chips. It was like the fancy organic brands, but chips are chips at the end of the day, and they're still not healthy for you if you overeat and indulge in them. So it's been amazing to see over the last, let's say, for him it's been an 8-year process where he decided to commit to health. But I just wanted to share for you to realize that being on track and off track, and it takes a lot to fully commit if this isn't your 110% passion. And that was why the Inner Circle was created, because people needed more long-term support and accountability. Just a 5-day cleanse or a 10-day cleanse wasn't enough to really swap over their lifestyle. And what I found with the Inner Circle is it's a really supportive, non-aggressive form of help and support. And what I mean by that is it's not like this rigid plan that you have to follow and you feel like a complete failure if you don't do the fundamental 4 every single day. That's not what it's about. It's about getting the emotional, the support that you need in order to modify your life for you to feel better. The end goal and the end result is for you to feel healthy, happy, and vibrant, and it takes support to get there. We're over the time where we need to do it all on our own and do it, figure it out for ourselves. We're at a time and place where we need to be welcome to help. And but I'm kind of rambling, so I really just wanted to share that with you, because I think that that's what so many people get afraid of, and they quit too early because they think, wow, this is hard, or I can't do this perfectly. But you have to stick with it for the long term, and you need support in order to make that happen. Neil lives with me. I'm like the support queen, and he still had the struggles to get through. So imagine what it's like when you're in the real world with we keep our bubble pretty tight, and he still had to go through those experimentations on himself in order to get to a point where he fully believed that this was what he wanted and this was what he needed to do to thrive, and it's paying off. So if that's how you're feeling, and you're feeling like you've been, you know, on the fence for a really long time, I encourage you to come over to the side of the fence, because it's not as scary as you think it is. Your taste buds change, your mindset change. It all starts to come once you start to put one foot in front of the other. So that's everything I have to share for today's video. I hope it was encouraging and supportive for you. The question for today is very in alignment with our chat we just had, and that is, what are 3 changes you need to make in your life to live a vibrant lifestyle? So yesterday was, what do you need to give up? Today is, what are some changes? So they don't have to be things you need to give up, just shifts that you need to make in order to move forward. So it can be one thing, it can be 3 things. There's no rule here. We just thought a couple would be fun to get the conversation going. So comment below, what are 1 to 3 things that you need to shift in order to live a vibrant lifestyle. And tomorrow we are going to be talking about moving forward and making that switch and flicking that switch and getting off that fence and making it happen. So tune in tomorrow. I have a really cool question for you then, and I can't wait to stay connected in the Facebook group. Oh my God. The engagement and the people following this cleanse and the pictures are amazing. So thank you so much for playing along and taking the time out of your day to post, because I know it takes effort and time it's easy to scarf down a meal, and it takes a little time to make it look presentable and take a quick picture. So I do appreciate that, because it is holding a lot of people accountable, and it's inspiring a lot of people to try these recipes that maybe wouldn't have. So thank you, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.